Hey, this is Ryan with One Board Family, and today I'm going to teach you the print and play game Tricky Treats from 25th Century Games, designed by Danny Devine. This is actually a print and play project that 25th Century Games has brought to Kickstarter, and it's actually part of the Ghost Love Candy 2 universe, I guess. Yeah, that sounds right. Ghost Love Candy 2 is a full-on card set collection game for the whole family that we absolutely love. And Tricky Treats is actually one of 3 print and play games that you can purchase through a Kickstarter that 25th Century Games is running during the end of September 2022 for 2 weeks. So you're going to be able to see a link to it in the description below. This is my own printed sheet. Tricky Treats is the harder of the 3 print and play games in the project. You're going to be able to get all 3 print and play games for a total of $3 on Kickstarter. I mean, that is a ridiculous deal with how fun these games are. Anyway, I'm going to teach you the basics of how to play Tricky Treats, which is the more advanced version of the 3 games included in this project. And then I'm going to play through a game that you could either follow along to if you have your own board, or you can just watch me play and say how bad my mistakes were when I picked the wrong child to scare. Anyway, so Tricky Treats, you are trying to gather as much candy in your stash as possible. Each of these values, these are the different candies that are involved in Ghost Love Candy 2. You've got peppermints, candy corn, which are terrible. You've got lollipops, gummy bears, chocolate, and black licorice. Each of these are going to be able to be checked off by checking off these kids. You've got 6 kids in total, and you're going to play 16 rounds of the game. So we're going to be tracking that across the top right here. You've got a skeleton witch, vampire mummy, werewolf, and zombie. We'll do our final score down here in the corner at the end of, I'll bring that up a little, final score down here at the end of the 16 rounds. But you also get bonuses. These bonuses are going to give you special abilities, and then you're going to be able to get free full-size bars, which are fantastic. Full-size bars are 5 points apiece at the end of the game, so you definitely want as many full-size bars as possible. But what I don't want to do is I don't want to scare the kids. So each time you scare a kid, you're actually going to get -5 points at the end of the game. So anytime one of these meters fills up to 3, that child is scared. So we definitely don't want to do that. So I'm going to be rolling these dice. These dice are actually from Tantrum House. I think this is Tantrum Con 2019. So shout out to Tantrum House. Love their content. So I'm going to be rolling these dice, and we're going to see what we get. I'm going to take 1 die for the candy, and then 1 die for the child. So we're going to roll and see what we get here. 5 and 4 are the 2 dice that I get first. So I'm going to choose to either take a 5 on any child, or a 4 on any child to take that type of candy. I am a fan of lollipops, so let's go with this one. This one looks delicious. So I'm crossing this off. This is a 4. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in this right here. This is that is the very first lollipop that I've collected. So I've used the 4 already. Now the 5, which is my other die, I'm going to have to use on scaring a kid. So this werewolf is number 5. You see they're labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The werewolf is labeled number 5, so I'm actually going to put an X right here. So I got to be careful about rolling my 5s. I don't want to scare this werewolf. These all have bonuses that are linked together somehow, and I want to gather those bonuses to the best of my ability. So right here, let's talk about the vampire for a second. When I get the 3 and the 4, I'm going to get those 2 candies, but it also says X a circled bat to change the candy you earned to any other candy instead. So I'm going to be able to use that bat eventually when I get these 2 items. I'm going to be able to use that bat to change a candy to any other candy instead when I collect it from a kid. So let's go ahead and mark off that we have finished round 1 of 16. All right, so the Tantrum House, the Tantrum Con logo is actually the number 6. So I've got a 6 and I've got a 2. So let's go with what is a good 6. I probably want to continue collecting these lollipops. So let's go with a 6 right here on the werewolf. And then that 6 is used. I'm going to go ahead and fill in another lollipop. And then I'm going to have check off number 2, which is the witch. So the witch gets the X. All right, down here you're going to see bonuses for stashes. Basically, if you read the columns, it basically says if you get 5 X's in this column, you're going to be able to get a free bonus action. If you get 5 in this column, you're going to be able to check off either a pyramid or a cauldron. So there are bonuses for each column, and it's completely possible to end up getting these end bonuses because they're so small. You just have to really focus on a single type of treat. So, all right. Next, I have a 3 and 2. 3 and a 2. Probably don't want to check the witch off, so I might use that 2 somewhere. That sounds good. Let's do a 2 right here. I'm going to go ahead and get another lollipop. I'm putting all my eggs in the lollipop basket. All right, so I've used the 2, and now I'm checking off the 3, which is my vampire. All right, none of my kids are scared yet, so I'm in good shape. So, checked off round 3. Going into round 4. Let's see, we've got another 6 and a 4. A 6 and a 4. So what do I want to do with this? Let's diversify. Need some other candies. So I'm fine getting the zombie. Let's go ahead and scare the zombie. So where's a 4 that I can use? That would be nice. Peppermints are good, right? I don't know. Nope. I'm going to go. I need to start working on this mummy's pyramid. The pyramid basically gives you full-size bars as you climb the pyramid. You have to go from top to bottom to top. So I need to start working on that pyramid. Otherwise, I will mess myself up. So I'm going to collect licorice, even though it's awful. Collecting the licorice. That was my 4 die, and now my 6 is getting used. So I'm going to go ahead and scare Zombie Kid. All right. That was round 4. Let's do a 1 and a 3. A 1 and a 3. Let's focus in on. Oh, sorry. I was supposed to. Oh, I don't collect one of these until I get that. So let's 1 and a 3. Let's go ahead and go licorice again. Go back to the mummy kid. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and collect that licorice. And then I'm going to, when you unlock a pyramid, immediately X in the pyramid section. So I have unlocked this one, and I'm putting an X in the pyramid. So I'm 2 away from getting a full-size bar, which is what I really want. And then now I've got to check off the 1. So skeleton is getting checked off. So skeleton. All right, let's see. We are done with round 5. Going into round 6. Let's see what I get. All right, so we've got a 1 and a 4. 1 and a 4 are my 2 dice. Let's set those over here. Let's go. Do I want to go back to the... Go back to lollipops. Is there another good 4 around here? I don't want candy corn. Let's go back to lollipops. All right. So I'm checking off the 1 right there. Lollipops. I'm 4 deep, I'm going to be scoring 10 points for my lollipops. So I went ahead and used the 1, and now I'm using the 4. Let's see, kid number 4 is the mummy. That's fine. I've only got 1 X on each of the kids, which that's good. Distributing those scares well, hopefully. So we're done with round 6, going to round 7. Okay, a double. This is great because what the double does is it allows me to not have to scare a kid. Okay, so that's huge. The rulebook says when doubles are rolled, ignore the values shown on them. Instead, all players get to cross off a candy below any kid, then collect it into their stash. Also, you don't have to scare a kid this round, which is great. So the 3s really don't matter. So what candy do I want? Let's start collecting other types of candy. Let's go with chocolate bar. I haven't seen the 2 very often. Let's go chocolate bar. Got that one right there. And I'm on my way to getting another pyramid. I don't have to scare a kid, which is fantastic. So, good stuff. All right. So, whoa, going clear off the board, but I got another double, people. Look at this. Double 5s. I'm going to use that. Let's go back to the mummy. Let's go back to the pyramids. Let's make this happen. All right, so I get to check off any candy under any kid. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I got another piece of chocolate, and a couple things are going to trigger at this point. So first, I'm going to look up here, and I'm going to get the pyramid. So I circle the pyramid, and I get another X in this bottom pyramid box. Okay, and now, because if you see numbers 1, 2, and 3 are all linked together with this black cat, I get to check off a black cat in the bonuses box. So let's go with the black cat down here in the corner. There we go. All right, good to go. Recorded that. Yep. All right, that was round number 8. We're halfway through the game. 5 and 4. Let's do 5 and 4. So let's see, man. I'm feeling like I need to get this mummy knocked out here. I'm gonna have to dedicate some time to this. Let's go ahead and get this using my 5. Okay, and then I'm going to actually scare the mummy. So, all right. Let's see, I got a gummy bear. So the gummy bear, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. So I don't have 5, so I don't get that bonus just yet. But I'm almost there. So I'm going to probably want to trigger that bonus pretty soon. So a 2 and a 4. 2 and a 4. Let's see here. A 2 and a 4. It would be nice to get some more bonuses. Oh, I completely forgot. This was from an earlier turn. I forgot to get this bone bonus from the 1 and the 2. Let's go ahead and do that for the skeleton. I completely missed that bonus. So X, a circled bone when doubles are rolled to cross off an additional candy of your choice from your stash. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and circle this, and I'm going to keep that in mind for my next double. Let's hope that I get another double. I could have definitely used that earlier. So I've got a 2 and a 4. Let's see. Let's go with licorice. No, I can't afford to knock that mummy out and scare her. So I'm going to have to use that 4. So the 4 is going to be chocolate. Let's do chocolate right here. All right, and then I'm going to add more chocolate to my stash. And now I have to mark off the 2, which is the witch. There we go. All right, that was round 10. 6 rounds to go. Let's make it count. All right, I got a 3 and a 4. Could have used doubles, but that's okay. Again, I've got that 4. I don't want to knock the mummy out. I don't want to take those -5 points. I feel like it's going to happen eventually. Let's go with a 4. Let's dedicate some gummy bear action here. All right, gummy bears right there. All right, so that's my 4, and now I'm scaring the vampire with that 3. All right, that was round number 11. Double 5s, needed those doubles. That's wonderful. So let's dedicate some X's over here. Okay, so X a circled bone when doubles are rolled to cross off an additional candy of your choice from your stash. So it just gives me an additional candy. I'm going to take, for the double, I'm going to go ahead and take this right here, which is going to go ahead and give me this one, which is going to give me a full-size bar. Everybody loves full-size bars. That's the goal on Halloween night. And then because those 3 are linked, we're also going to get another black cat. I'm going to cross off the black cat in that location. And then, so I've got to record my gummy bear. And then I get a free, I'm going to cross off this bone, and I get a free candy of any type in my stash. Let's go with peppermint. So peppermint, that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get this bonus right here at the bottom, which means that I get a free, I believe I'm going to reference the instructions real quick, but I'm 99% sure it's just stars. Immediately cross off the star in the column, then choose any candy below any kid, cross it off, and collect your stash. Okay, so I want to trigger something with this. So let's go with, I'm going to cross this one off. It's going to give me a couple bonuses, which is what I want. So I'm going to take that candy bar, and then I'm going to get this bone bonus right here from the skeleton. So future doubles will be nice. And then I also get this right here, this this pumpkin, this jack-o'-lantern. So I'm going to cross off this jack-o'-lantern right there. So lots of bonuses that round. You can kind of see how Trick or Treat works. Lots of bonuses, lots of little things to keep up with. This is definitely the meteor of the 3 roll and writes in this Ghost Love Candy roll and write print and play set. So, all right, so we're into round 13. We've got a 1 and a 4 to work with. So let's see what we've got. So 1 and a 4. I really don't want to scare the mummy unless I have to, but I've been rolling a lot of 4s. So let's go with, I'm going to take the 4 as a peppermint. So take the peppermint, and that's my 4. And now my 1, let me record the peppermint here. Okay, and then my 1 is going to go to the skeleton. So I crossed off number 2 in the skeleton. None of my kids have been scared away, which is good. I'm not going to receive any negatives yet. Let's see if we can keep this alive. 5, 5, another double. Fantastic. Good luck here. Let's go ahead and cross off this bone, which allows me to get an extra candy. Let's see. So I can cross off any candy. Let's go ahead and get some more peppermints. I'm going to cross off the 6. I haven't seen a lot of 6s, so I'm going to cross off that 6 because of my double roll, and then the bone action is going to give me an additional candy of my choice. Okay, I'm going to trigger, I'm actually triggering a couple different things with this turn, so I'm going to kind of show you, guide you through all the bonuses that I'm getting here. Okay, so now let's look, now that I've done those actions and I've used the dice, let's look down this this stash column 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5, so I can choose to cross off a cauldron or a or a what do you call it? A pyramid. So pyramid, I believe that's going to give me, yep, let's go with pyramid. So I'm going to use that as pyramid. That's going to give me an X in the pyramid, working toward another full-size bar. I haven't focused on cauldron at all. Okay, then we look down this one. This one requires 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I get a free candy of my choice. Let's see if I can trigger. It doesn't look like I can trigger anything else. Actually, I can. Oh, man. I need to focus on the moon. Okay. Let's go ahead and go here. That's going to be my free one because of this star. So I'm going to fill in another lollipop. I'm going to get a couple bonuses. So this right here, this full moon is circled. Okay. The bonus for the werewolf is X a circled moon to use both dice this round, then scare a kid of your choice. Okay. So it gives me a little more control. But what I wanted was this right here. It gives me a full, it gives me a moon right here, which gives me a complete column, which gives me a full-size bar in the bottom corner of the bonuses. Yes, more full-size bars. All right, last 2 rounds. This is round 15. I've got a 2 and a 4. 2 and a 4. It looks like it's almost inevitable. I'm scaring a kid. You know what? I'm going to use the werewolf. Good timing on that one. Using the werewolf. So use both dice this round, then scare a kid of your choice. So I'm going to use these 2 dice. I'm going to cross off the gummy bears. That's 1. And then I'm going to use the 4, which is going to give me, let's go up here, candy corn. First candy corn of the game. That junk is garbage. All right. And then now I'm able to scare any kid of my choice. So I'm actually going to scare this zombie. I'm wondering if I can keep myself from... I've only got 1 more open kid. Let's see if I can make this a perfect game without getting these negative points for scaring these children. Oh yeah, let's look at bonuses. Stash bonus. Needed 4 in this column. I don't have it. Any other bonuses that triggered? Let's see. Nope. No other bonuses have triggered. All right, last round. Rolling the dice. I've got a 6 and a 3, a 6 and a 3. It looks like I'm not going to get away with not scaring a kid. So, where do I want to put that? Let's go for points here. Let's do a 6 right here. 3, I'm going to scare away my vampire. So, my vampire was the very first one that I went for, taking the lollipop from him. Sad to see him go. Sorry, Vamp. All right, I've got this right here. Chocolate bar. All right, let's see. Do I get any bonuses for stash? Nope. No bonuses for that stash either. Let's look on here. Nope. No other bonuses. That is the end of the game for me. It couldn't do it without scaring kids. So I scared away the vampire. So let's take a look at how this scores. We're going to let's go ahead and record the scared kid. That's -5 points at the end of the game. Okay, so everything else, let's go ahead and score up. I've got 6 points for 3 peppermints. So 6 points there. I've got 1 point for candy corn because candy corn's awful. I've got 21 points for lollipops. Did good with those. Let's go ahead and total these. That's 7. This is 28 points for those first 3 candies. And then we're going to go over here to the gummy bears, which is 10 points. Go gummy bears. And then we've got chocolate bars for 15 points. And last but not least, licorice, equally garbage candy. I've got 25, 28. Wow, exactly 28 and 28 for both of those scores. So I think I did pretty well. I don't know. I'm playing this solo, so Somebody will have to message me in the comments and tell me whether or not my score was hot trash or not. So it sucks I could not get that last full-size bar. I've got one full-size bar. I've got two full-size bars. That's going to be 10 points on there, and that is it. Looks like that's it. So let's go ahead and total up this score. That is 56, 66. 61 is my final score. It doesn't seem like that's a great score, so I will leave that for the internet to decide. This has been Tricky Treats. 61 points is my solo score for Tricky Treats. Be sure to check out the description below, because it's going to contain the link to jump into this Kickstarter. I'm telling you, this is a fantastic value. You get 3 different print and play games for all ages for only $3 from 25th Century Games, designed by Danny Devine, the creator of Ghost Love Candy and Ghost Love Candy 2, along with a ton of other games that we have in our collection. This has been a lot of fun. I really like this board. Let me see. You can find more content about Ghost Love Candy, but also the rest of these print and play. This one's called Haunt the Block. This is kind of the medium weight roll and write in the campaign. And then this one is called Boogaloo. That is the younger version. So during this campaign, you're going to be able to pick up all 3 of these print and play games. They're really fun, really colorful, a great way to get the family together and just grab a couple dice and some pens during this Halloween season. So thanks so much for joining me. Until next time, we will see you at the table.